Xbox is on the verge of closing many of its studios, as well as laying off a bunch of employees across the whole division. Specifically, Compulsion Games, the makers of South of Midnight, Double Fine, the creators of Keeper, Psychonauts, and a lot more, and Ninja Theory, the creators of Hellblade Senua, are all on the verge of getting shut down. But currently, Xbox is in negotiations for independent buyouts and separations from the division, which would be cool for these studios, but I'm just not sure if these studios are going to be able to come up with the money. But there is a chance they still might live. A great example of a studio that did leave Xbox and is still alive is Toys for Bob, which became independent after Xbox bought Activision. And today, they're working on a new Spyro in partnership with Xbox, but as an independent studio. And maybe we could see something like that happening for these studios, but I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. But now let's talk about why these studios are getting shut down. Unfortunately, it's just because these studios aren't bringing in money. For instance, Compulsion Games, which was bought out by Xbox in 2019, has only released one game under Xbox, South of Midnight, which came out last year to great reviews. However, it just wasn't a commercial hit. While Ninja Theory was bought out in 2018, they have been able to release a couple more games like Hellblade 2, Bleeding Edge, and they were currently working on Senua, which is going to be an action combat focused Hellblade game that we might not get anymore. And it just blows my mind. This was announced last week at the Xbox Game Showcase, and now we're getting told the studio might be shutting down. And the same applies to Double Fine. Great games, unfortunately not great sales numbers. And as for the layoffs that are going to be happening across the whole Xbox division, we're supposedly going to see some layoffs in Arcane Studios, ID Software, Rare, Turn 10 Studios, and who knows where else. So my final thoughts. While I understand why Xbox is doing this, because the truth is these studios weren't hitting the numbers needed to stay alive and develop more games, it still sucks. And keep in mind, this isn't just happening at Xbox. We see it across the whole video game industry, Ubisoft, Sony, and many more. I think we're reaching a breaking point in this industry, but what does the other side look like? I'm not sure. All I can say is that there's tons of indie games, up and coming studios that are making some absolute gems. But okay, I want to know what you guys think of this whole situation. Make sure you let me know in the comments, and make sure you guys like this video and follow to stay up to date with more gaming news, and I'll see you tomorrow for more. Peace.